guys, welcome to Players Guild. My name is Loki and we are here with Scott, our lovely friend.
Friend, I'm the guild master, son. Yeah, it's good to be here. Talking Battle Spirit Saga once more.
For the fourth time, and I think this is the last starter deck we have, right?
It is the last of the starter decks for the first set, Dawn of Spirits. Yeah, we've seen white, and if you're gonna pick up any deck, I think that's probably the best deck to start with.
I think it's white or red. Realistically, from what we have seen so far, from the three decks we've seen so far, red or white seem the strongest.
Yeah,
there might be some synergies because we've seen a couple of cards from the main set that make purple really strong.
Yeah, the Blood Curse is something that gets me very excited.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're here talking about the Realm of Radiance, the yellow color, which is represented by mascots according to the website, which I just find hilarious, and you'll see why, because there's penguins, and I'm definitely going to be playing yellow, even if it's terrible. But I hope it's not, because at least with the purple, with the red, and with the white, there's definitely upsides as well as some negatives. So if I can find some upsides in yellow, then we'll be playing the Fabled Beast mascot deck. I don't care about angels. Let's just get into it.
I care more about angels than anything else, but the angels will keep on popping up every here and there.
Calamity Beast, Chaos Pegasaurus?
Pegasaurus? It's a named character.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
It's also a unicorn.
It's a Pegahorn.
Yes.
It's a Fabled Beast with a 6 cost, but can be reduced down to 3. It's got a 4k at level 1, a 5k at level 2, and at level 3 it can become 6k. Level 2 and 3 during your attack step, all of your spirits that cost 2 gain 2000 battle power, which is not terrible.
It's not terrible, it's not great either. Also, his stat totals is fairly small.
Yeah, for the cost, right? But then again, if you bring it out at 3 and bring him out at level 2, maybe. I don't know.
He's small as far as the boss monsters go, right?
As the deck champion, yeah. I mean, we did see that this was originally meant to be an angel, and they've switched it out for this guy. So
yeah,
things change. And yeah, I would agree. It doesn't feel too much like a big boss monster. But when the spirit attacks, select 2 of your spirits that cost 2 and refresh them. So from what you can get here is 2 costs are going to be attacking for a little bit stronger than they normally would, but also you're going to get a few attacks in with them.
Provided you can attack with Pegasaurus and it is level 3. Notably, it doesn't have any skills on level 1.
No, I think that's the one thing I find weird about it being like the kind of, oh, this is the deck, this is what you want. You don't have any utility at level 1. But, you know, I'm sure we'll find out.
Everything we've seen so far, the Andromeda being on level 1, being able to just remove a Nexus, it's just...
Crazy strong. Like, we've already discussed how Andromeda's probably going to go in every deck. Or at least, you know...
So, it looks like the more red cards we see, the more it looks like the red package is going to go into so many decks.
Yeah, I think that's a fair shout. And then, so, just as a bit of flavor text, owing to the Divine Beast's powerful speech, the Land of Beasts was named the host for the next inaugural sports competition in 3 years.
So, Olympics.
I guess so. Next up, you can take this one.
Next one is Rapier Knight Cutsith. Star Wars, isn't it? The Sith Lord.
I guess. Yeah, I didn't take it that way. I was thinking Puss in Boots. But, yeah, I guess Cutsith. Yeah, it makes sense.
So 3 costs with a reduction of 1. Still is a free cost.
Yeah, so it won't be proccing off of your Pegasus.
No. Level 1, 1000, level 2, 3000, level 3, 4000. And when summoned on any level, you reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, add all cards that cost 2 to your hand, and discard remaining cards.
So, I mean, potentially quite good. Potentially, like, you know.
But the problem is that running himself, you already run dead cards.
Yeah, because he can't grab himself, and he's also not a 2 cost, so he's not getting pumped up by your Pegasus. Yeah, it's...
You can't add Pegasaurus.
Yeah.
Or you see 2 Pegasaurus, they both go to the drop. Oops.
Yeah, that's going to be a feel bad.
I mean,
So
unless I have something wrong and unless that reduction still applies, but I don't think so. My understanding is it doesn't apply, but
I would say it doesn't, right? Because then the two costs that have reduction aren't two costs.
exactly.
Yeah. So yeah,
It doesn't
I
say
think
two
you
or
are right.
less.
Yeah, yeah. If it said two or less, then I like it still wouldn't work, but it would make sense. But yeah.
A terrifying discovery in the land of penguins was sold for a year's worth of steamed sardine buns.
Nice.
Foolish. Silver vine buns are highly superior.
Well, we need to go and have some silver vine buns. I don't know where we'll find them, but we will. We'll eat them because we are superior. Land of
And we're
penguins.
upper left arm, yeah?
Yep, upper left
arm
arms.
club.
Eat them with the upper left arms. Land of penguins. Very excited to see anything to do with that. It melts my heart. I'm already like, yes, give me a penguin deck. Let's go. And then we have Air Avatar. Air Avatar. It's Air Avatar.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that was like such a weird way of getting to that. Yeah, Air Avatar. That doesn't look anything like Aang, but we'll let it go.
It reminds me of Dumbo a bit.
I can see it. I can see Dumbo. I can see Dumbo. Oh, it's got like moose ears. Wait, no, are they wings? I don't know. I don't know.
It has wings instead of ears.
Free cost with again that reduction down to 2. At level 1 it's 2,000. At level 2 it's 3,000. Either level, when destroyed, you may select a spirit card that costs 2 from your trash and summon it. Now that's a good effect. I kind of like that.
That's a really good effect, but yeah, that proves even more right. You couldn't have them
playing themselves.
Yeah, they can't be looping.
No.
Because then you would have infinite blocks.
Well, yes, yeah, because all has to be do is inactive and then exhaust it to block, yeah. And then when it's destroyed, you're bringing out. Yeah, you're right, yeah. While there are many who admire the Imperial Thunder Dragon, there are also those who see him as a rival.
So the elephant is seeing the Imperial Thunder Dragons, which is the military. Is it? Oh no, the white was the military.
Imperial Thunder Dragon is
the heroes.
Siege Worm.
It's the heroes, isn't it?
It's Siege Worm. Siege Worm's an Imperial Thunder Dragon. And then next up is, I'll let you try and deal with this guy.
What, Almirage?
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an actual fabled mythical creature.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, did not know that. Today I learned.
Okay. Moving on. A 4 cost with 2 discount. 2,000, 4,000, and 6,000 power respectively. So he's reaching the same power level as Pegasaurus.
Yeah, the same thing, but he requires 4 calls rather than 3.
Yes, but it also costs 4 base.
True.
On 2 and 3 during your attack step, refresh the spirit when one of your spirits that costs 2 is blocked. Ooh.
Huh. So refresh spirit.
So you attack with this.
Yeah.
Assuming they don't block. You attack with one of your 2 costs. They block it.
And then it would restand, yeah.
Yeah. And this is not once per turn, right? So anytime they block your 2 costs, you get to restand this.
Yeah, that's actually kind of nuts.
Yeah. It's a good card. First you need to have a 2-drop on board, but...
This feels like a better payoff to the deck than the boss.
To be fair, this one, it requires a 2-drop to be blocked. If they don't block, then, it doesn't do anything.
No, but then they're going to take damage.
But if they're going on their last life, and you have like 3 2-drops and this, that's like 7 attacks going their way. Especially if you have magic to bump it, because magic bumps for the turn.
Yeah,
power.
So... Interesting. And then it's little flavor text for the people at home.
During the dreadful days of the Dark Prison, the realm of Radiance was home to a heated debate as to which nation would host the inter-regional sports competition.
I heard there's like
3 regions were stuck in doing the Dark Prison thing. And then there was the realm of Radiance was
let's do sports.
Let's do Olympics.
Let's go. Then we got Chain Angel. So this is our first Angel. The rest have been Fabled Beasts, I believe. There's not.
Yes.
Yeah, they're all been Fabled Beasts. And then so Chain Angel 5 with reduction of 2. Level 1 is 3k, level 2 is 4k, level 3 is 5k. At either level, during your turn, when you spend a soul core as part of a magic card's cost, select one of your opponent's spirits after the magic effect resolves. That spirit cannot block during this turn.
Damn.
I mean, situational, but I think potentially really good.
I mean, if your opponent has something really strong with when block effects, this is a very good card against white.
Yeah, that's true.
You block their when block effects. You do need to spend the soul core, which is a problem for that.
Mm. But I mean, if it stops Fanatec Elk, then it's probably a good thing. And then we have 2/3. While the spirit attacks, it gains luster, which is a new keyword.
Yeah.
When the battle ends, return all magic cards you used during the battle from your trash to your hand. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. That's... It doesn't have to be yellow.
Yeah. That is the same for the first effect. It doesn't need to be a yellow magic card.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
So you can use it to draw cards. You can use it to, you know, bump the power, and then with luster get them all back.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's, yeah, in the realm of Radiance, being straight-laced poses a disadvantage. The Chain Angel is a perfect example. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Wow. I love it.
Soap Bubble Lakeside. It's a Nexus. A 4 cost with 2 reduction. Level 2 costs 2 cores. And on both levels, during either attack step, reveal the top card of your deck when one of your spirits that costs 3 or less is destroyed. If it costs the same as the destroyed spirit, add it to your hand. If it does not, discard it. Do you like to play roulette?
I kind of do. I think that's interesting.
And then during your attack step on level 2 only, your yellow spirits cannot be blocked by any of your opponent's spirits with when this spirit blocks effects.
Ooh, yellow counters white.
And heavily.
This is nuts. This is why Andromeda's got to go in white.
Yeah, because you need to be able to remove this. But the problem is they're going to build a whole board, and then they're going to drop this on you. And you can't Andromeda during their turn.
That's true. That's true. This is a very scary. I mean, generally it's just a scary card in general, but we were talking up white. This one card kind of really screws that white strategy over.
Yeah, that when the spirit you can still block with other cards, but then we've seen anytime you block, you essentially give that Almirage another attack. And what happens if you have 4 Almirages on board?
Yeah, true.
Oh, I'll attack you with all my Almirages. Then I'll attack with this unassuming 2-drop. Would you like to block?
Do it. Block me. I dare you. But yeah, I mean, if it's going for lethal, then yeah, they'll have to block, and then you summon 4 more Almirages.
And then if you have multiple of those 2-drops, it's like, so what do you do now?
Yeah, I also really want to
deal with this.
I really want those spirits to be actual cards. I'm sure there will be, like that little guy with little wings and the little froggy and then the little tadpole. Ah, they're so cute. Then we have Axe Angel, which is a 2 cost, which can become a 1 cost, and it's got 1/3/4 as its power. Which,
yeah, it's a vanilla.
It's fine. Within 200 years of the Empire's foundation, its angel representatives in the realm of Radiance had grown accustomed to times of peace. Some wonder if they could have prevented the terrible disaster looming 3 years down the road had they known about the dangerous discovery soon to be made in a corner of their own realm. Imperial Chronicle, year 249, page 90.
We're building on the Imperial Chronicle.
Yeah, that Imperial Chronicle video is going to be fun to make once we have the full set. I'm really excited to make that. It's an angel as well, if I didn't mention it. And he looks like he's got 4 wings and a giant axe, and I'm all here for that. I like that design.
4 wings. That's an Archangel.
Yeah, it's a really cool design. I actually really like this. I'd love to see a full art of this card. I don't know why. I just did something about this artwork that really stands out to me. And then we got one more.
Yeah, there's another. There's a Sword Angel, which is a cherubim. So 2 wings. Sorry, my geek is coming out. I love angels. So Sword Angel, another 2-drop. This time can have a full discounts to 0. And it's 1, 3, or 4k, but it requires 4 cores to hit the 4k. Which is a lot. And in the realm of Radiance, angels are representatives of the Empire. While the residents of Radiance are not rebellious, they tend to be idle and inept. For example, if you ask someone to draw a circle, they will submit a barely recognizable attempt seconds before the deadline. At first, the angels persisted in policing the residents, but it soon became too stressful and they were eventually forced to resign. So people are lazy.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting.
Okay.
And then next up we have puppet strings.
Yes, puppet strings.
I love us looking at little raccoon tanuki thing.
So it's the burst card for the deck.
Yep. So when your opponent, when opponent destroys your spirit, select one of your yellow spirits and refresh it. You may then pay this card's cost to activate its flash. Play one spirit against 3k for the turn, which is pretty
3k
good.
is actually quite a lot.
Yeah, a lot of them have been given 2k.
Yeah, majority of the magic cards we've seen is 2k.
So I actually kind of like this a lot, especially that refreshing, right? Because burst can be done in either turn. So if I'm attacking and you manage to destroy... Wait, if you destroy me by battle because you blocked, I could still burst it, right?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you can refresh another card to keep on attacking. For example, you could refresh your Pegasaurus to then refresh 2 more 2-drops.
Okay, I'm kind of liking yellow. I'm kind of liking where we're going with yellow.
But it is very... The problem is that a lot of the cards are like, if it's not 2-drop, you do nothing.
True that. Next up, we have Freestall. He's a wonder fay. He's not a fabled beast.
He's a koala.
He is a koala. He's a koala with bling, y'all. 2 cost, so that's good. With 1 reduction, so it can become a 1 cost. It's got 1k or 2k power, which it is what it is. But either level, during either attack step, draw a card when one of your spirits that costs 2 or more is destroyed. Costs 2 is destroyed in battle. Yeah. This is great.
We do not have a confirmation yet if it sees itself.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, I knew you were going to.
Yeah, cause it's weird, right? I would say no with the way it's worded, but it's Bandai, so it might allow you to prop it.
Yeah, it's so weird because no, we don't have a confirmation on this one yet.
Okay. The Realm of Radiance contains 7 regions that name themselves as countries: the lands of Spring, Rainbow's Beast, Cards. What? The land of Cards. Flowers and penguins.
I miss
fairies. I miss fairies.
I'm offended.
Sorry, fairies.
But the most important one is there: a land of penguins.
The penguins, right? That's the important thing. I'm kind of curious about the rainbow and the springs and the beast as well, and the cards. The cards one has me very intrigued. I'm like, what happens in the land of cards? Do they play
Alice in Wonderland?
Oh, that'd be cool. Like it's like an actual set of cards. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't remember. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, and like the next card kind of does give me that Alice in Wonderland vibe.
Arcana Prince of Bearer. He's actually from Land of Cards.
Yep.
It's another skillless card. 1,000, 4,000, 5,000 power. So he actually hits quite a decent numbers. With Pegasaurus, he can hit like 7,000.
Yep.
A local prince in the Land of Cards had seemingly gone mad when he announced that he would personally lead soldiers to participate in the Dark Prison. Oh, so they were actually involved in Dark Prison. Several days later, when the angels politely refused, he wondered what they were refusing. It turned out he had completely forgotten the entire matter. The angels were neither surprised nor disappointed by this common occurrence. So the prince offered to help in the Dark Prison and promptly forgotten. You're right.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, do they make them domicile? Like, is the Land of Radiance like really just domicile, or is it like there's something more to it? Like,
because it seems like it's supposed to show this type of a utopia where everyone has everything, and just shows
They
how
become
complacent people get.
lethargic and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it that way. I can see it that way as well. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm there just like, oh, what's the sinister secret? Why are they all dumb? And it's like, oh wait, no, they just got everything they want, so they
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
care.
They don't have a need to do anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hence
Also,
the
another
problem.
two costs, which
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, this guy's probably going to be your B stick of the deck. Looking at it, then we have Prince Pentan. He is a Wonderfay lyric bird.
It's a
2
2-drop.
cost with a 1 reduction. He has 1k, 2k, or 4k power depending on his level.
Yeah.
Level 1, 2, 3. When he is summoned, or she, I don't know the gender, reveal the top card of your deck. If it costs 2, add it to your hand. If not, discard it. I mean, at least this one's going to be hitting more than you're missing with the Sif.
Cutsif.
Yeah.
Cause I mean this one can hit itself, right?
Yes, also true.
And in the main set, we also have Pentan, which is not a prince, which is also a 2-drop.
Yes, that's true. A common saying goes, there is a fine line between stupidity and genius. The Pentan species embodies this. Yes. Oh, I love it. Ooh, and then we have a new Nexus, which is Spiral Tower. So this one's a free cost that reduces down to 2. Again, two cores to get to level 2. When placed, you may summon a spirit card in your hand that costs 2 without paying its cost. So you pay 2 for this, and then you bring out a 2 cost, which I think is pretty good. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough, right? You get that discount, but let's be honest, with the skillless ones, you get to get a discount of 0. Because a lot of them are going to cost 0 or 1. So you get something, I guess?
Yeah. And it's another reduction symbol on board.
Yeah.
When one of your yellow spirits would be destroyed, you may exhaust this Nexus to return that spirit card to your hand instead of placing it in your trash.
Yeah.
That's kind of good, but it's also like counterintuitive to quite a lot of the things that kind of want to die and then come back.
There you go.
So, like, you got the freestyle, and you've got the yellow the air avatar, but also this could save something that you want to keep.
But yeah, with those 2-drops that go down to 0, right? You can use them to block and then put them in your hand. You have 4 Spiral Towers on board. You have 4 free blocks every turn.
Yeah, that's a fair way of looking at it. Yeah.
Because they just come in, 0 cost, put 1 core on them. They're a blocker.
Yeah, I didn't think about it that way, so that's a pretty good way of thinking about it. And then, yeah, if you want to take this one.
Grimoire Fairy. So it's a fair folk. It's very white, very fair. 4-drop with 2 reduction. 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 power. Very, very simple. When summoned on all the levels, view the top 4 cards of your deck. Reveal 1 magic card from the cards you viewed and add it to your hand. And the rest goes to the bottom of your deck in any order. See, this is what I kind of wanted the deck to do. And I don't understand why Katsif and Pentan just discard the cards that are not 2-drops.
Yeah.
And drink your attack step. Refresh this spirit when one of your spirits that costs 2 is destroyed via comparing battle power. So when it's destroyed in battle. Okay. But yeah.
Well, also 3 cores to get it to level 3, which is actually quite cheap.
Yeah, and he hits a respectable 5,000 power. For this deck, at least. He's just barely under Pegasaurus.
Yeah. And his flame
We fairies are not the tricksters people think we are. It is simply our jobs. Now, I must be off to make ink stains in books.
Are they like steampunk wings? Can't tell.
I don't think they're steampunk. I think it's more of a... oh god, not the mosaic, the stained glass.
Oh, I can see that. That's pretty cool. So that's a cool look. That's like it's not what I think when I think fairy. Like
no,
it's cool. It's a cool. It's cool.
You're from UK. You think about the pixies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imaginary Gate. 4 cost reduces down to 2. It's a magic, but it also has best. Best when your opponent resolves this spirit. So when summoned effect, I'm sure that won't happen at all. Discard the top 2 cards of your deck, then select up to 2 spirit cards that cost 2 or fewer from your trash and return them to your hand. You may then pay this card's cost to activate its flash, which is gain 2,000 for the turn.
Milling 2 to then get 2 spirits to your hand is... would be stronger in Dragon Ball or One Piece.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think that's the best I can give it. Because the fact is that you mill those 2 cards for no reason. It should just say return up to 2 spirits. Why does it... I don't see a payoff for this card to put a lot of cards in your drop.
No.
Unless in a course that we're going to see a 2-drop that just says, oh, I get 1 core for every card in your drop. And I'm like, okay. Then we can keep on playing cards to this card. But at the moment we have no payoff for that. This seems like a good engine for a sort of reanimated deck that's going to come down the line.
Potentially, right. I think I can see the logic in it, because it's like, oh, if you've only got 1, then try and get you another 1 in there, but also like,
But then it should give you the option to mill, not be like you always need to mill.
Yeah, true.
Because then it's a card that you see end of the game and it's like, well, I got a combo. I can't get more pieces with this because I need to mill, so I can't use it.
Mm.
And what do I do now?
Yeah, that's a entirely fair point. Oh my god, he's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. I live for it. I live for it. Drowsy Fumes. 2 costs with 1 reduction. Main flash. Select one of your opponent's spirits. Reduce its battle power by 2,000 during this turn.
The fact you can do it on flash is scary.
Mm-hmm.
And also it's a 2-cost card. So a lot of stuff we've seen for the 2 cost didn't specify spirits.
Real talk card. If it is a 2 cost, add it to your hand. Yeah, the Pentan can add it.
Yeah, cards save the same. I think cards save are the same.
Oh, dang.
So the magic and nexuses that cost 2. I think there is a deck in there when we see more 2-drop cards, and then you have a stupid aggro with Pegasaurus as an actual boss. At the moment, I think there is too many misses you can hit in this deck.
I would agree. I also think that the deck tries to do like maybe 3 different things and doesn't work at doing them particularly well. Like,
I think it's 2 different things. There's one for the magic and one for the 2-drop spirits.
Yeah. Okay, maybe 2 then. Maybe 2.
But too many pieces for that engine are not 2-drop spirits, and it's very exclusatory for the 2-drop spirits, for the 2-drop cards altogether. All the support you have for 2-drop cards excludes anything that's not a 2-drop card.
Yeah.
And
interesting.
Finally, that Pegasaurus still doesn't feel like a
boss monster.
No,
it doesn't. It just doesn't. Like, so I mean, like, just to recap everything we've talked about over the past week, I think in deck order, I'd go white, red, purple, yellow.
I did not expect purple to actually go above another deck, but it just feels like purple at least does something.
Purple is consistent at chaos and removing some markers and drawing. Like, it can do things. This feels like if you don't get the sequences you need, you're screwed.
Yes, it's kind of like playing with, what was the deck? Light Swan in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Mm.
If you don't mill the correct cards, your deck does nothing.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things. I still think I'm probably going to pick up all of these decks just to try and play with them.
Yeah.
If you want in a competitive edge, I think, like, just based on the starter decks, I think white is the way to go.
With a red splash, cause red has a better draw engine. White has ramp and defense, and red has draw engine and nexus removal.
Yeah. So, like, that's like kind of the best of both worlds, right?
Yeah.
We are seeing some reveals from the main set now, so things are heating up, and expect us to cover those in the future. But until then, guys, let us know what decks you want to run. Is there any strategies that we might have missed? Any corrections you want to give? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you, Loki, for joining me. And we have been Players Guild, and we'll see you next time.